Hello everyone, Mighty Benaya here, and I am coming back to you on day 14. So like I said, it's been one day to give you an update on how everything is going, and I have good news and bad news. Last time I was really optimistic about how everything was going to work out hunky-dory and I was going to take over France. And as you can see, that didn't happen, but the good news is we are still in a really, really good place. Our coalition is in a really good place to beat Spankerton. So let me kind of show you what's going on. So I sent a bunch of troops here towards Paris. You can see all the cannonball marks from where they shot at me. But Spain attacked me, and I really need to figure out where the right-of-way rules are, because somehow I sneak attacked Italy, which I shouldn't have because he was not in his own territory, but that is beside the point. I am currently at war with France and Italy and Spain, and all three of them defended Paris. So I was unable to take it. They took out my troops. I do still have a nice contingent of troops on my home turf, so I'm not concerned about them invading. But I will send a small garrison of troops there, just to make sure, now that I saw that. The other place that I attacked, I came into Milan and tried to attack there through this province here. And that was rebuffed by a lot of Italian and Spanish and French forces that all came together to prevent me from succeeding. Spain is moving 2 cannons, 2 artillery pieces down. My guess is that they are going to come after these troops that I have stationed here, but I am unsure exactly what's going on. On another front, though, he is actually retreating. So Spankerton has been fully rebuffed by Harcold, who is playing the Ottomans. Harcold, let's look at his troop count. So he sent 20 over there. He only lost maybe a dozen troops, and he is counterattacking now, and it looks like he's going to take this province. But he also has additional artillery on the way, and Spain and Spankerton are retreating. So even though I did not win my fights, I pulled troops from Italy and from Spain and from France that could have been going to help in this fight. Because they didn't help in this fight, we are winning this fight, and we are threatening Spankerton's home regions. Additionally, there's one other wrinkle that we need to discuss. So nothing's going on up here right now. There are cannons heading down. I am staying in this province to try to keep morale low. I know that he will probably come after me eventually, but I'm just trying to keep his morale as low as I can. But Sweden looks to be moving some troops down this way. Germany is currently holding the line. He's got troops on his border, but with Spankerton retreating on his back line, he's on the back foot. He's going to have to move troops eventually. Germany just needs to build up troops, just needs to build their forces, because eventually all of the forces that they have not used are going to be of use. Eventually, the other coalition will have to attack Germany, and here's why. I mentioned it last time that we control the seas. I'm sending 2 cruisers to take out their only harbor. So I sent a spy last time. I moved my spies elsewhere. I actually moved them to this province to try to whittle down that fort so we can see exactly how many troops are there. But right now, I'm sending my cruisers in to just absolutely demolish these troops and demolish this fort. Not the fort, the harbor and the factory, because he is trying to build a cruiser there. But if I can demolish it, they don't have any sea units. My short-term goal is to harass Spain and France to prevent them from doing anything over here. My long-term goal I would like to have 6 cruisers, and I would like to have them patrol different areas of the sea. So we'll have one up here patrolling where Riot Force is. We'll have probably one in here over by the English Channel. We'll have one over here. Let's see, that's 3. We'll have 1 or 2 guarding Alpha Doggo, and then we'll have 1 guarding Harkold. If I have cruisers stationed around and I can prevent them from building harbors, then we are defensively sound. And then we can stockpile our resources, and we can do things like build bombers, and I can build a battleship. And I don't think in this game they will be able to build a railgun to counter battleships. They can probably build fighters to counter bombers, but if they cannot attack us because we control the oceans, then it's a stalemate until we win. So my focus right now is, yes, we're going to harass, prevent them from making any progress. Germany has got to hold still. They have been holding steady this entire war. Not only have they been holding steady, but they have been threatening Austria-Hungary, which is not what I expected to happen. If you remember back when we first looked at this game, I thought that Silver Star was going to be KO'd within a matter of days. But he has held out strong, and they have been so terrified of going up against his forts that they've sabotaged them, but they have never declared war on him. As far as I know, he has not been at war with anyone this entire game, and his morale shows it. Look at this, 100 morale. It's going to be even higher up here because it's closer to Berlin. So let's look at this one, 100 morale, 100 morale, 100 morale. I honestly think this is the only province that he has that doesn't have 100 morale, and that's because it's new to him, because it revolted to him. He has incredibly high morale, which means that he has really good production. Man, you need to get a railroad on that, because they're not declaring war on you. You need to get railroads on your doubles, and on your wheat, and fish. You have 1 fish, right? Or no, you don't have any fish. And he's building a railroad on that. See, he's already ahead of me. Look at that. So our focus needs to be for Germany, because they're not attacking him. He needs to build, stockpile, build his infrastructure, get ready, because once they realize that they cannot attack us by the water, which is how they have to attack all of us, I'm going to need to watch that because Rome does have a harbor. But once they realize that they cannot successfully attack any of our homelands except for Germany, they're going to have to attack Germany. So long-term plan is going to be try to pick at them. Short-term plan is kill their cruiser production, rule the seas, and just harass them so that they cannot send reinforcements. And honestly, I think Spankerton's definitely on the back foot. And honestly, if we got Spankerton down to 1 province, the rule, as I shared at the very beginning, is that he has to trade a province with somebody who's not on the front. I don't know who he would trade with at this point, because the only person who's kind of not on the front is Italy. So maybe Florence. But at this point, Russia's not safe. They're doing okay. But if we take out Austria-Hungary, they're on the front line and they're cut off from their allies. So that will be a problem for Spankerton to figure out once we get there. I do think we're going to get there. But my main goal right now is to draw troops away from this conflict and to prevent anything from happening to Morocco. Spain did have a artillery piece that they were bombarding Tangiers with, and he backed it off. I'm the only person that I can see at this point who can reinforce Alpha Dago in Morocco. So my goal, especially because of these juicy oil places, and he is building artillery now to help defend. My goal is to help him rebuff any attacks, to knock these scouts out of the water, to be a real nuisance. I might even come over here and bomb out this province and this province and this province, just so to rule the Mediterranean. And that's what I'm doing with these two cruisers. As soon as I've taken, oh, he's moving those two troops down. As soon as I have removed Bordeaux from the playing field, from being a threat with producing cruisers, then I'm going to move these down into the Mediterranean to really solidify Alpha Dago's presence. And then I've got currently one more cruiser producing. It'll be done in a couple of hours, and that cruiser will be up here just making sure that France doesn't do anything stupid. I'll probably kill these infantry, probably go over here and mess with these guys a little bit. So that's my plan. As you can see, there's some Italian troops here that are way away from home because they are trying to deal with me. I think this might be, that might be another cannon. I can't see it quite well enough yet to determine if it is, but that might be, oh, no. That is an armored car and some infantry. I remember. I used to be able to see it because this troop was down here, but I'm moving him out to scout out Spain. So that's where we're at as of right now. We're going to keep an eye on the artillery pieces that our enemies have, but we're making really, really good progress. We've got a lot built, as you can see. Germany's got a lot built, and our cold. The Ottomans are making some great progress pushing into enemy territory, preventing them from really making any progress anywhere else because they have to react to all of the different areas. So that's where we're at right now. I think that I will probably delay a couple of days unless something big happens. Until then, Soli Deo Gloria, and I'll see you next time.